Yeah, can you see anything in your monitor that I'm recording now? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Eugene, let me first introduce for the new members what we have today. This is Julie. Julie is from Praha, from Czechoslovakia. Is not correct, no? Czech Republic, no?
Yeah, Czech Republic.
Okay. And you look so style, no?
Yeah, I got my uniform.
Yeah, very, very well. I have also uniform.
Great.
So let's look here. So our are a little bit smaller, no? But so this is for our kids. You see here? Wow.
Very similar.
Space uniform, eh?
So,
Yeah.
and our kids are in the age between 8 and 16 who prepare herself for or themselves for space engineering or for astronaut. We have 2 training astronauts from our group now in the US. And I am so excited that I can introduce you today. Also, maybe 2 or both are girls, no? And like you. And and we do this since 20 years. We open doors and support young students and scientists like you on the goal, on the way, on the vision to the space.
Wow.
This has a reason, a background, because my professor was the director of the International Space Station, ISS. He was born in Leipzig, in my hometown where we are now. And he went to America in the 60s to build Apollo. And as Apollo was done, he made Apollo-Soyuz connection, and he was one of the main designers for the space shuttles. And in the 80s, he became the dream to make an international space station, what we have now in space. But unfortunately, he passed away 12 years ago. And second last week, we celebrated his 92nd birthday. So that's why that we have this this headquarter of space education here since 20 years, because he said that he wants to support a professorship like this, independent from anyone, so that we can be active worldwide to support young people like you.
Wow.
Okay. So before I introduce our Space Education Institute, maybe for you and for Eugene also, I will play a short video, what is from Cosma, what is my daughter. She is now in the moment on the way. She will come in the next time to introduce herself. She is also interested in to be an astronaut, and she applied herself also last week for being an astronaut by a private company. And so you can ask your question. But first, introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I have the like 5 to 7 minute presentation, as you told me, so I can share it and do the presentation.
One moment before we start, we have another who want to join us, so I join more. Okay, is he coming now? No, I applied. Okay, let me first make a screenshot for Facebook so that anyone who want to join us is knowing that the session is working, but everyone can join us in while of the session. I only need to check it. So, okay. So I make a screenshot now. Please smile into the face. Yeah, okay. Yeah, wonderful. So, okay, then I can send this into the internet. So, 1 second. Okay. It need to be saved. Oh my God. We have now people from Mexico, from Turkey, from Czech Republic, and from Kenya. This is correct, yeah? Anyone more? No, yeah? So India will coming soon. Okay. Join now. Perfect. So now is the photo online. Is anyone coming out? Ach so. Sema, someone of you want to join? Is this correct? Ah, yeah.
Yeah, already joined. Yeah.
Already,
He's here.
yeah, it's already
Our-
done. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, hello, Semi Furkan. Yeah, welcome to our session.
Hello, hello. Thank you for
We
accepting
start
me.
with an introducing from everyone who is now inside, we start with Julie. Is this okay? Yeah, Julie, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, then please start your session.
Okay, so I'll share my screen.
Oh yeah, okay, now we see it.
Do you now see something? Nice. So, I prepared something about my projects and activities and like myself. So, the biggest like thing I've accomplished and which was something I've dreamed of from childhood was to experience weightlessness. And we had in Czech Republic a zero-G mission, zero-G flight, where 26 cadets from the whole Czech Republic, I think like 861 were at the start. Yeah. So this is how it looked. And now let's see what was the selection process.
Wow.
It was kind of similar to the astronauts selection process. So we had it divided into 6 phases. Motivational letter video to show our communication, cognitive abilities, and English skills. Fourth was physical tests with the Czech army, which you see pictures from that, and like the boy on the bicycle down here is VO2 max test. Then we had psychological interviews, which were more likely like a psychological resilience test, because it was yeah it was interesting. And the 6th thing was survival camp, where we had a program with the army again. After the zero-G flight and after the whole selection process and everything, me and my friends, the cadets, we are going through schools and doing presentations about our project. And then we have then we had, for example, the diving course with Czech Space team, and I participated in 2-week internship in the Global Navigation Satellite System Center, as you see in the right up here. This all means television too. So I had a lot of media exercise, and I'm not thinking even thinking about stress now. So that's something it's taught me a lot. But that's not everything. There's so much more to come. In school, I lead the school parliament, and thanks to our best headmaster, we added a astro class to our school system, because I think that like the space education is underrated and it should be more popularized, as if you understand. Then I participate in the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award. Yeah, where I do like 3 activities. I don't know if you know something about it. Do you know what is it?
A cube.
What?
A CubeSat, you mean?
No, that's Lazar Crew. I was talking about Dauphin, the Duke of Edinburgh's Award.
Edinburgh International Award. Okay, no.
Yeah. Okay, so it's something where you do 3 different activities and you write it to mobile application, and then when you accomplish some kind of level, you get the award. So then the Lazar Crew member, which is the CubeSat, I think you've heard about Lazar Crew because it's a team from Czech Republic who won NASA competition, and we launched the satellite in December 24.
Mhm.
And then there's Pura project, where I just help with everything these 2 guys on the picture needs to help. And it's about cleaning the water thanks to plasma. What am I working on right now is extra studying in the things I'm interested in, which is space. So I attend the astronomy course at the Prague Planetarium, which is 2-year program. And I'm trying to accomplish the title of ESA SRO Space Hero. What am I looking forward to is to participate in more international events, because I feel like that I'm just in Czech Republic now, and I would like to be more like to have more to be more, I don't know, worldwide.
Yeah, we are worldwide, correct.
Yeah. And when I get older, I'm 15 years old now, so university, I'm in high school now, but I'm looking forward to study at a foreign university when I get older, and to earn a diving certification to become a glider pilot, and to work for ESA or maybe NASA once, and as what, we will see.
Cool.
But overall, I'm a girl who hates when people stop doing what they love because of obstacles. And I love sport, like every single sport you'll say, I will tell you that I like to do it. And my family, and to do everything I find meaningful. And that's all.
Oh, wow. Applause.
Thank you.
Selma, I see your face. You are happy, very, no, to see that what she is doing here.
So inspiring. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
And Julie, I'm also surprised what you are doing also there, and that in Czech Republic are such possibilities. I must really say, I travel since 20 years around the world, between ESA, between NASA, between the ISRO from India, and also I was in Africa, in Kenya, and so. But in the mission of space, I went through Prague only in 2010, and nobody was interested in. So we went forward. No? So time is coming. And this is interesting what you are doing, and I am definitely sure that we can help and support you in coming forward into your goal to be a space explorer. You know? Okay, so in 20 years, and plus the professors who work since 60 years by NASA, and also unfortunately, the Russian side is now closed for us. We were also 20 years in Russia, very active. So there are a lot of connections, what brings everyone forward and who support space explorers like you. This is the one and only what you can't buy, engineers and astronauts. Yeah, you can build rockets, but you cannot build engineers. You must have them, and motivate. Okay, do you was any time in the US to see a launch or to make a space camp or something like that?
What if I'm like, if I would like to attend something like that?
Did you made anything in the US in the past or
No.
no? Okay, okay. So these activities were from a base of Czech Republic, and you was in Edinburgh, in the Great Britain. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Do you was any time in Noordwijk by ESA or in Paris?
I wasn't there, but I know. Do you know Aleš Svoboda, which is our new astronaut in the training from Czech Republic?
No. Ach so, a new astronaut for which company? For ESA. Yeah?
ESA, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so he's our something like a leader. So I know him personally, which is great. So
Oh, wow.
I haven't been here, but I know a lot of like details from him.
Okay.
That's
And he gives you hints, and he liked what you're doing and so on, and he motivates you to make the school nice. Okay. Yeah. This is perfect. This is perfect what you're doing there. Yeah. Okay. This looks very nice. Who want to be the next?
and I would like to say thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much.
I have a feedback also from Washington now. She is looking us, also not in the video, but Alotta Taylor is now a little bit busy, but if she can join us earlier, she want to do it. No? I'm in contact with her by WhatsApp. So easy is the way today. No? Okay. Okay, then we are going to Eugene Avimbo. Is it okay for you when you have a small presentation, or when you tell us something about you that the other people can know what you do?
Yes. Yeah, but I would ask for your forgiveness first, because I did prepare us excellently as Julie there. So
Okay.
you just share the screen with us. But all I can say, I just have 3 points. Not very long, probably would take only 3 minutes to explain. So we come from a country where space education and space exploration is still in its infancy. But probably remember that in the 60s, there were a few launches here from the Broglio Space Center in Malindi. And I think they launched satellites using American rockets, if I'm right. And from then, I don't think there's been any rocket launched here in Kenya. But fortunately, at the moment, we can see that people are getting more interested in space exploration. And I thought probably to get it more, more active, we could just start building rocket models. So for some time now, I've been building rocket models. And since I've not gotten into doing the mainstream rocket project, I go to schools where we build rockets with children and we launch. And so far, there's a number of kids who have taken more interest in building rockets. But we don't use the fiery ones. We don't use combustion engines. So at the moment, even though when I started, I could build rocket motors, but because our regulations here do not permit so much of combustion rockets, so in schools we just use pressure-powered rockets. And as that is going on, I've also gotten involved in building rocket models of the famous rockets that we know. And at the moment, I'm working on a Starship. It's about a Starship model, and I've tried my best to make it as realistic as possible. And because I don't have a screen presentation, I could just probably show you a picture. I hope you'll be able to see it just briefly, if you don't mind. So, can you see anything?
Okay,
you
yeah,
see
yeah,
anything?
very nice.
Yeah, so that is the Starship connected. It's about 3 stories high, and it's got the 33 engines, replicas at the back there. Then this is it when it's not connected to the booster. You can see the booster over there. The engines are hidden. And this is me with some of my students. The kids are building rockets with while at home and in the parking lot. And that is when we are not going to the schools. And also, now that is what we envision the space park to look like. You can see the Hubble Space Telescope over there. Then there's a Russian, one of the major Russian rockets up in the background, just behind the Hubble Space Telescope. Yeah, and I don't know if this is appropriate, but we just have it there. That's a model of a V2 rocket, the grandfather of them all. And if you remember, you sent me some paper cuts that I built the Orion space capsules with about 2 years ago. And I really apologize if you can't see clearly, but then there is another one over there, like a model of a heavy launch rocket over there with boosters in the background.
Wow.
So these are rather large models, not your typical small models. And I look to have them in a cosmic park where we can get inspired the community, so that we can just, if they look at these models now, they can imagine what the real one looks like, what the real ones look like out there. And it's still in its infancy, but we are hoping that in future it's going to build more interest. So that is the current status as far as my rocket project is concerned. And we plan to probably visit NASA and Boca Chica, and we have a look at the real rockets that are really making, changes out there.
Okay, this will be matched. I promise this to you. Okay, Eugene, do you have a picture of your students maybe in your hand?
In my hands, probably just a moment. Just a moment.
I can tell you this is a very crazy story.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these pictures are not very clear, but here I have 5 students. Just a moment.
A little bit higher?
I can still, yeah.
Higher? Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, I know it. Wow.
So there are 5 kids over there, standing with the Starship, the second stage. Yeah, so I don't know. Can you see them? There's just a segment of the number of students I have. So at the moment, we are not meeting regularly as much as we want to. We want to because of some, we are not very well organized. But I'm looking to improve on that. I should be having 20 kids. Some are in schools very far away from here. And so I usually meet regularly with the ones who are within 5 kilometers from where I do the project. So most of the students we meet in school when I take my activities to schools. But solidly, I have only 7 very regular students that come on a regular basis. And we learn about rocketry, we watch videos, we follow space activities out there. We also try to learn more about students like Julie, for instance, what they are doing, so that we can also imitate and we improve on that. Yes.
Wow.
Project. Yeah.
Yeah, Eugene, what you are doing, this is a very special thing because you are a special handcrafter. not an engineer, but you are in your mind are all rocket designs or rocket drawings from the world, and all parts are in your brain. And he is so motivated to build rockets that he built a rocket and carry it with a mofa through Nairobi. And the police came and say, "What is that here? Do you want to shoot someone?" And they put the rocket away and him in the jail. So he came out because they understand this is a model and this is not a real rocket for a terrorist attack or so. And then sometimes we became contact, and I said, work together with kids, because this is the vision for the future. And we are now in a special time for what we worked since the last years to make it possible that we have a private space business now, and that we grow, that we can land back on the moon and forward to the Mars. This was the main mission, as my professor Puttkammer came to me and said, I want to support this, and we need engineers for the future. And thank you for your doing what you make with your kids in the world, because this is most important. Okay, thank you. First, stay with us inside. We have more guests now in the moment. Hello, Alina. Hello, Petra Mendes. First, let me introduce Alina. Alina, you can turn on your camera if you want. She comes from Bolivia. She was also 15 years old, like you, Julie, as she came to Leipzig to us, and she said, I want to be an astronaut, and how to do that. So we invited her years ago in 2015 to Leipzig. She stayed here in Leipzig for 12 weeks, I think, in the summer. And she celebrated her 16th birthday here with us in the camp. And now she's on the way to apply herself as astronaut. She went with us years to the NASA Rover Challenge. She won with us the first prize in 2019, as we had 50 years Apollo. All American teams were very angry to us because we got the first prize in 50 years Apollo. That's why we all international teams went out now. It's Trump and MAGA. Okay, but you still stay in California. You made your degree as an engineer. And tell me something, or tell us something about you, because we have a 15-year-old girl from the Czech Republic, from Prague. Here is us. You see her in a very proud costume and spacesuit. And she made a zero-G flight. She made a presentation short before. I was very impressed. Maybe, Julie, in a half hour, when Alotta is with us, you can repeat it shortly, that all other who can new with us now can understand what you are doing. Okay, Alina, the stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm so happy to be here. Like Ralph said, I was in Germany for the first time. That was my first ever solo travel, and I stayed with them over the summer, and it was a life-changing experience, because after that I was able to compete at the NASA Rover Challenge. And I come from a small country, well, small, it's kind of big, but it's not very well known in the STEM fields, is Bolivia. It's in South America, between Brazil, Peru, Chile, Argentina. And I say this because a lot of people don't know where Bolivia is. And we don't have aerospace there, like any aerospace industry. We barely launched a satellite 10 years ago, and it's about to die. We don't have any astronauts. Like nothing related to that space in Bolivia. Anyone who wants to do aerospace has to get out of the country. So my participation at the NASA Rover Challenge made it to the news. And I had what I call my Taylor Swift moment. You know, Taylor Swift, she's like super famous, probably the most influential person in the world. But I had my little moment in Bolivia like that, where I was in all the newspapers, all the radio stations, TV stations. And that was pretty early in life, like 15, 16 years old. And I think that that whole experience shaped what I wanted to do in the future, and is basically inspire through example. So I decided to put very complex challenges in front of me. So besides participating in the competition, I did other projects on the side and was trying to find myself a space in the space industry. And so years passed, 10 years after the Germany experience with ESA, and right now I'm studying aerospace engineering for my master's in one of the best universities in the world, Stanford. I'm doing my second year right now, and I am participating in this campaign that Blue Origin and Sarah launched to take the first people, to take citizens that never been to space to have the possibility to go up there. And so Bolivia is in the rankings right now because I started this campaign. And it's been another crazy experience, another Taylor Swift moment where a lot of media stations are trying to like reach out and asking about this. So it's been crazy times, but I'm super happy because you guys are here, and Julie, like, I know experiences like this will change your trajectory, and just know that you are set to do incredible things and inspire a lot of people. So don't be scared about the challenges that will come your way, because there are many. But if you know what you want and you have this dream and you know your goal, just know that the universe will work with you to achieve that. And you just have to trust the process as well. But yeah, that's my story in a nutshell.
Wow. It's very short story, but I know it is longer. Also, Alina, I have here some of your press articles from Bolivia, from Germany, from all the world. I can show a lot, but I want to talk, so we want to look face to face. As Alina went home from our first space camp, she had her first rover challenge, also a first NASA-related activity in Huntsville, Alabama, with our teams. So we were 2016 4 teams. You split it, your drive together with the Italian team from Venice, and but she made the whole country crazy. She made a press release, and all the press, the reporters came, and Alina was omnipresent in the Bolivian TV. Yeah, as Alina goes to NASA, and BOA, the Bolivian air company, made a poster of her in the journal, what is in every seat inside, and the newspaper pressed about her in a lot of articles. And then there are a lot of reporters asked me what to do, and can I get some videos from Alina. So this is what you did, this media work, what you learned here in Leipzig. You are the best who exactly made that so as you learned it here, and nobody can do it better than you, no? Or made it better in the past than you. This is perfect. No? She speaks 4 languages, or maybe 5 now, I don't know. And so then after some challenges what we made in NASA in Huntsville, Alabama, we invited you to a tour to Cape Canaveral, to Houston, and to several places. And then came Corona, unfortunately, and we lost us a little bit in Corona. This was a big trouble, big problem. And then I listened, oh, Alina is in New York, where a lot of Corona cases are, but you are in good shape, so nice. You made it, and congratulations. And now I see that you try to be an astronaut. Tell me something about that, what you're doing now. There's a lot of Instagram posts and Facebook posts. What you are doing now?
So I think there's a big distinction between an aerospace, like a professional astronaut, and what a lot of people are doing, just going to space just for the sake of going to space without, let's say, a mission. And so I am part of this campaign to go to space and just pass the Kármán line, which is the one that separates the Earth atmosphere from space. And so this spaceship from Blue Origin passes this line, and technically, by definition, once you pass this line, you're an astronaut. But there is this distinction with professional astronauts who are astronauts from Roscosmos, ESA, NASA, who train their whole lives to have a mission and go to the ISS and do all these things. So I do want to be a professional astronaut. I do want to work on my private license for like piloting. I want to do my scuba diving license. I want to train physically for all this. But there's this opportunity to go on a space flight with Blue Origin, just to pass the Kármán line and experience microgravity and see Earth from space. And in order to gain a seat in this spaceship with Blue Origin, I have to create content on social media to create a community around me that supports this mission. So basically, this competition is all about social media right now. And that's why if you follow me on social media, you're going to see a lot of me talking about space, Bolivia, my passion, and I also passionate about sustainability right now and trying to send this message that we don't have a planet B, and that it's very important as we go and try to explore other planets, we take care of our own. So this message is also something I'm creating content about. And the more views this content has, the more chances I have also to gain a seat in the spaceship. That's how the competition works. I don't make the rules, but I'm just trying to see if this could be a reality and if I could take my little Bolivian flag to space for the first time. I would be the first person, if I get to do this, I will be the first Bolivian to go to space. And this will open huge doors for my region, and that's the goal, basically.
Wow, I have fine too, and you have so many followers already.
Yeah.
Nice. And some people from my country are following you. That's insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know.
Well, I love what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish, and yeah, wow. I feel very similar to you, but I'm 15 years old now, so yeah.
It's the start. That's how I started too, 15 years old. So you have a whole life to achieve that.
So this is the Space Education Club that we have here. Okay, also Alina, thank you. I know you can motivate. You can motivate also younger students. This is what is our mission. Be a trailblazer. What you know. This is also what I need to promise to my professor, as he said. Be a trailblazer and make everyone who go through this gate into the space, then he need to be also a trailblazer. Make experience and share this experience. Share it with your reports, with videos, with everything. Alina wrote a lot of reports with us, and after we finished now our 20 years anniversary, we want to print a book about all these experiences worldwide. And I believe it will be more books what we have then. Julie, in a moment, wait a little bit. You can do another presentation today, but let us introduce then the other participants here now. Now they become a higher age. They are older. They are engineers. They are students in a aerospace business or professors. Maybe the next who was here in Leipzig was Sema some weeks ago, 2 months, 7 or 8 weeks ago. You was here in Leipzig, and you saw our first try of an international rover challenge on our old fairground in Leipzig. I hope we did it well. I have then also some surprises for what we are doing in the future, what we are want to do with you and with all the other participants here. There are a lot of teams around the world. Tell us something about you and your work.
It has been a great opportunity for me to attend the first International Rover Challenge in Leipzig. I was about to say Leibniz, but Leipzig, okay. I'm an architect and have expertise in architectural design computing and design thinking and creativity in design. We have an international team called Bellatrix Space Team. It's an interdisciplinary team from various departments from Istanbul Technical University, including mechanical engineer, electronical engineer, civil engineer, architects, and other departments. We had a chance to join Rover Challenge Human Exploration Rover Challenge competition 2 times. So maybe about our the works and motivation and dreams of our team. Maybe our student captain Semih might provide more information with some visuals, because they had preparation for this year's competition. Unfortunately, after the email, it has been a little bit, let's say, upsetting days, but we have still motivation and preparation for the future rover challenges. If it's okay, maybe Semih might present the team's motivation. Likewise.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for all the good things you said about our team. Hello, everyone. It's been a great pleasure to be here with very nice and educated or intellectual people around me. It was a good, I'm having a very good time, especially knowing with Julie, Alina, such other students like that. So we are a Bellatrix Space team, as Artemis Educator Award winner, our teacher said. So let me share my screen to show you some visuals.
Semih, we have in 13 minutes, we have the video
Right.
call with NASA. So until the full hour, you have time. And
Okay, 30
then
minutes, you said, right?
So 1-3, no?
All
So-
right, 13.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
I'm going to be quick.
Okay, thank you.
So this is my screen. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find. So we have a team called Bellatrix. We are attending a Artemis Human Exploration Rover Challenge. Our mission is spread the space education around the Turkey and build a good ecosystem here, because as my friend said, I believe that the space education and intention of going to the space or build something, the satellites and other stuff, was like not enough in Turkey. So we found this team to fill this gap in our country, and we are attending to Human Exploration Rover Challenge 2 times. We established like 2 years later in 2023, and we attended that competition. So this is our rover. We are going to build that again. We managed everything ready, and we are ready to prepare it. So this is the award we win in our first attend as a Bellatrix space team. And one of the important part of our team is educating all the students and people who has a very good interest to space, because we sent our first astronaut in 2023 with a private rocket, and everybody started to raise their head to the space. And as you can see, and also one very big disaster happened in the eastern side of the Turkey, and we decided to go there, educate students, and gain some, set some interest to space education. So we established a space and science competitions and such. So I'm an amateur astronomer as well. I teach people how to take pictures of the space, of great nebulas and physics behind of it. I'm a student in Istanbul Technical University right now. So we can speak about the details of the math and physics as they can understand. So this little thing is our telescope. We take pictures from through that, and we gain so many interest to our media as well, as the Julia and Alina said. So this is our local newspapers in our all over the website, all over the internet. We gave so many interviews to build a strong mind about the space and such. And our first goal, our goal is to build rockets and satellites and rovers and all kinds of stuff with a very big team. We have some regulations in our team, like a certain amount of students should be women, and we have so many variety, like all kinds of ethnicity, and we are eager to attend something, and it's a very good opportunity to build such a good system in Turkey like that. So I can make the presentation as quick as much. We are so eager, and we are so we have so many interests about space in Turkey because it's just new. One of my biggest proud, if I see people from the one girl in Turkey, like 15 years old, who has same eager like Julia, then it means that we finished our work. We are ready. So that's our mindset, and that's our intention to about space and such other kinds of activities.
Great one. I see the pictures what you have here. The rover in the mud. This is 2023.
Yeah, it is.
You made a good job there. So did you know that my professor and I opened the possibility for international teams at Rover Challenge in 2007. So it was a clearly national race, and I was there with my professor and said, look at that. There are people who make a very nice challenge. I want to participate with my students from Europe. And he said, this is not possible because this is taxpayers' money, this is government, and we can't pay money for people from abroad. I say, okay, then you are director of the International Space Station, then you need to disassemble that upstairs, because when you don't work international together on the ground, you cannot build the space station ISS, what is multinational. And he said, yeah, you are right, we will try to do that. And since 2007, it is possible to participate as an international team. And so I went through the world 2 times in a year to collect all the teams, except I was not in Istanbul. So you came alone. Maybe you saw the media about the Rover Challenge. All other teams, include the Mexican teams, I met somewhere in home or with the email, like Alina in Bolivia with our reports. And you are coming and make it, and you see also that it is very hard to come to the goal. Now, after 20 years, we sent 46 teams into 26 teams into the Rover Challenge teams, international teams from Germany, from Europe, from India, from Italy, from Russia in the former time, and we built 46 rovers here. No? This SEMA saw this, what is for logistic behind. Unfortunately, now there is a situation what is not nice because of him, yeah, who increases the possibility of international teams. So they select not the best teams. They put the best teams out, that an American teams has the chance to win. Naja, okay, that's why we need to find out something different. So we have 5 minutes time. We have new partners. The next was Petra. Petra, can you introduce yourself a little bit? You have 2 minutes. Then is Cosma, and then we have the Alotta from Washington DC, who want to come in 4 minutes. A short introduction, and we can take more time after this video with NASA.
Okay. I don't know if you can see me. I think I'm.
No. Yes,
okay.
now perfect.
My name is Petra Mendes, and I am from Cape Verde, but I'm here representing Sepi Mepo Bear from Angola. I'm representing Angola. It is one of the countries in Africa, and I think it's our first time. And one of my dear friends recommended me to this, and I think Mr. Ralph also knows him very well. Can wait to see him participating, and literally here to represent an open door for the students. Students.
Repeat your question, please.
Okay. Okay, sometimes I speak too fast. I'm sorry. I said I'm here to represent Sepi Mepo Bear from Angola. It is a Canadian education system that have partnership with one of the Angolan schools in Africa. I'm not from Angola, but I work from Sepi, and I'm here to learn and represent so I can open doors for our students to be able to participate in the space program.
Oh, wow. Very cool. There is a partner, you saw it from Kenya, no? How far is Kenya from you, Nairobi? Or are you sitting now, or do you sitting now in Canada?
Kenya is far from us, but the Mepo Bear system is already in Kenya. I saw is one of the countries in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was in Kilifi in Kenya, what is not far from Mombasa. There is the Pwani University from Kilifi. They make ionosphere measurements, very nice. There's a space-related technology on the beaches. Kilifi is a nice holiday resort, yeah. And yeah, Africa is rising. This is beautiful, yeah. Okay, so thank you for your short presentation. Now, is Cosma there?
Yes, I'm here. You can see me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Please excuse, I was just showering and checked my phone and saw, oh my God, there's this meeting, so I jumped in. My name is Cosma. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Leipzig, Germany. And I have been participating at the NASA Rover Challenge together with the International Space Education Institute since I was a very small child. And last year, 2024 and 25, I had the pleasure to be the team captain and the pilot of the rover on the course. And we made it to the 4th place on the international scoreboard. And we earned the Most Improved Performance Award. I am very interested into space, as many of you know, Sema, Ralph, or Dan, who just came into the meeting. My goal is it to become an astronaut, and I just published my thesis about women in space and how does the woman body change in microgravity, as I was very curious throughout my life, always being together with space. What does happen for astronauts, female astronauts, who fly up into space, and which things will change if they will stay permanently in space? Yes, maybe something more about me. I am doing a dual apprenticeship next to my A-level. And this week, actually 2 days ago, I made my practical exam for being an industrial mechanic. And I feel very good about it. I finished in time. Everything was working, and I am waiting for the results.
Oh wow, yeah. Also, yeah, Cosma is my daughter, yeah, and she came
Surprise.
to us
Yeah.
to the first International Rover Challenge 2007. So she was 3 months old, yeah. And since that time, she was stopless with us around the world. She know all space places except Baikonur. All other she saw. A lot of rocket launches, space shuttle, Artemis 1, Starship also not. This is coming because she is in a special high school for vocational training now. So the time is very less, but Starship will come quick for all of you. So welcome to us, Alotta. You are inside. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Press the button for your microphone and for your, if possible, for your camera. Another one is coming. Again, Alotta is trying to come in. I hope it works. So, Alotta, can you see us? Can you hear us? Then if yes, press the microphone and your camera on. So here are some people who want to see you. Okay.
I was trying to come on my computer. This is my telephone, but it didn't work. So I wanted to come on anyway. I'm sorry.
Oh, but you looks nice, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe
Okay.
you wipe a little bit your camera because you looks like in the fog of the scary, so a little bit foggy around. Yeah.
Let me see if I move, if it'll change.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
No, it looks like it's getting worse.
The light in the back. Yeah. Now it's fine. Yeah.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Perfect.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but anyway.
Yeah. I think you need to wipe a little bit your camera to make it clean. That's it.
You said I need to wipe my camera?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take it to the Geek Squad. Maybe they can do it for me.
Oh wow.
Anyway, okay, I'm here though.
Yeah, Alotta, how you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm retired, so I don't have to worry about the government craziness in the building, but I do care about my friends, of course.
Okay, I know retired people have no time, less than before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I retired in January 1 of 24, so I got out just in time before the craziness started.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of new participants now from all the world, from Africa, from Turkey, from Czech Republic, from Mexico, and from Germany. So in some words, you had a long time, 50 years you worked for NASA. Can you say in some sentences what you did and what you are doing now? And then I want to make the same with all participants that you know who is the opposite side. Okay?
Okay, very good. As he said, I am Alotta Taylor. I worked for NASA for 50 years. I started when I first joined, I was in college and I did an internship there and decided to continue there, because I at the time I thought, well, this is very exciting, and I didn't want to do a lot of traveling because I had a lot of job offers for various areas, but I decided to go with NASA. I started off in human resources management. I went on a 1-year internship to NASA headquarters in Washington, D.C. from Houston, and I assumed responsibility as director for spaceflight business portfolio. So from there, I ended up staying permanently, and I managed a business portfolio that had to do with communications, spaceflight awareness, honorary program. I just personnel, IT. It was just a whole business portfolio that I managed. But I also worked very closely with the astronauts, and that was a big joy. But I every year said when I started in the 70s, I was going to retire, and then I kept enjoying it so much I stayed. So I retired January 1 of 2024 after 50 years managing the business portfolio for human space flight. And as you know, human space flight is the organization responsible for taking astronauts to the moon and Mars and beyond, anything to do with space, human space flight. So I had a great job.
Wow. Yes, you have. I know. You had to have. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great job. I just had a great job. Cosmo, it's good to see you as well. You're at school?
Yeah, hi Alana. I just went out of the shower
Oh no,
and
you look
catched up.
fine. Yeah, no, you look fine. Yeah, you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's evening right here.
Oh, okay.
And thank you for your response at first. I applied to the Cosmic Girls competition just 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
I will respond to you later on this email, but I already told to the people just a few minutes ago, but I had my very big practical exam at Wednesday for becoming an industrial mechanic. It was 6.5 hours, and
Wow.
it went really good. I had to turn some parts on the turnery machine. I milled some parts as well, and made a lot of drilling as well. And
That's outstanding.
I finished in time, and I measured all the measurements that are going to be scored on,
Yes.
and they are all fine. So I really press my thumbs for getting a score over 90%.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've had a great career to date so far. You're gonna continue to do great things. I'm so happy to know you.
I just can say the same. Thank you,
Yeah,
Alana.
I'm happy to know you. And you know, any way I can assist you, I told you I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very thankful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is check? Where is Prague? I don't see you.
I see Rocket. I see
Yeah.
Seema, Julie,
Yeah.
Samai, Birkin.
Yeah, Julie, you can come on. Julie, you are the youngest now. She's 15 years old. She comes from Czech Republic, and she
Okay.
also wants to be an astronaut. And introduce you to Alotta, please, shortly. Maybe you can also make quick your presentation. There she is.
Okay,
Wow.
so I'll do the presentation again.
Mhm.
I will try to be quick. Yes. Do you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm from Czech Republic, and I'm 15 years old. And what is that? Okay. The biggest thing I've accomplished in the last year was the zero-G flight, which were like a project in our state that 26 cadets out of 861 in age 13 to 19 were selected from the whole Czech Republic, and we experienced weightlessness.
Oh, that was exciting.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like it's my childhood dream, and when a person wants to become an astronaut and this happens to him at 15 years old, it's insane. So to go there, we must get through the selection process, and then to become the ambassador of the Czech space program. And there were motivational letters, video to show our emotions, and in communications cognitive abilities and English skills, physical tests with the Czech Army, as you can see on the picture, left up here and left down here. Then psychological interviews and survival camp, again with the Army. And from that, the 26 cadets were chosen and we did the weightlessness. After that, I had an internship, 2-week internship in Global Navigation Satellite System Center. As you can see on the right image up here. And then we had a diving course with the Czech space team, and we do presentations in elementary schools and high schools about our projects. This all means that I had a lot of television time, which was exciting too, and it means a lot of media exercise, and that I'm not even thinking about stress before that kind of thing now. But there's so much more. In school, I lead the school parliament, and thanks to our best headmaster, we added the Astro class to our school system, because I think that it's underrated and not the astronomy is not educated as it would be great to be.
Mm-hmm.
Then I participate in the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award, which is something like you do 3 activities, 3 different activities, and you put it into some system. And when you accomplish some kind of a level, you got this award. Then I'm a crew member in Lazar, which is a team from Czech Republic who sent CubeSat to space last December.
Oh.
And then a Pura project crew member, which is these 2 guys on the picture. And here I just help with them with anything they want and need. And these are people who realized how to clean water thanks to plasma. Now I'm working on extra studying the themes I'm interested in, which is space. So I attend the astronomy course at the Prague Planetarium, which is 2-year program. And I'm trying, and I want to accomplish, like this year, the title of SRO Space Hero.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to participate in more international events, because I feel like I'm mostly in Czech now, in Czech Republic, and I would like to be more worldwide. Then to study at a foreign university when I get older, to work for ESA once, is what we will see, right? And to earn a diving certification and to become a glider pilot. But overall, I'm someone who hates when people stop doing what they love because of obstacles. I love sports. Every single sport you will talk about, I will tell you that I love to do it, and my family, and to do everything I find meaningful.
Very good.
Yeah.
You sound very well-rounded, Julie.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm surprised also. We found us in Facebook, so like mostly of our people who we have together. So welcome to the club, Julie. So you will see that this club is big, and it turns around the world, and you have a lot of many possibilities what were not possible 20 years ago as we started this, because the private space business was very small. Only Mark Shuttleworth and Anushir Ansari were sending into space with the Soyuz rocket, and now we have rockets, private rockets, who fly astronauts to the ISS. This is amazing.
Yes.
And you made all these in your lifetime, in your work time at NASA headquarters. Can you tell us some special moments where you said, this is in my mind now, and this was a game changer in the space business, what you made in the past, as the international and the private space people came inside and invited by NASA. Everything is contracted by NASA. So have you some things in your mind, a short history or story for us?
Well, as I really don't like to talk about myself. I like to hear more about the students. I'd like to hear about those faces I'm looking at. But I can tell you that, coming into NASA at the time that I did, I was one of the ones that they weren't used to seeing. They weren't used to seeing African Americans. So it was a challenging time. But because I believed in myself, no one could discourage me. And even when I was, I would say, not treated as I would have desired, I always stayed focused on what I wanted. And fortunately, I was able to also develop relationships with people that became mentors and helped to guide me through the process. But as I worked at the Johnson Space Center, as I said originally. I went to Washington on an assignment. And I was really surprised how much I enjoyed working in Washington. And from there, I stayed because I found that it seems as though I had more latitude. I was more empowered to do the things. They had more trust in me to do the things that I felt were the needed things to be successful in the organization as well as with myself. But I can tell you, as I said, I have worked with many astronauts. It's been very exciting from that perspective. And I think Julie was talking about Micro G. I remember flying on the Micro G airplane for NASA. As part of, I was education director for our organization, and they kept saying, come on, because they would have students compete to fly on the Micro G aircraft, and they kept trying to get me to do it. And I kept saying, nah, I don't want to do it. But once I decided to go ahead and do it, that was one of the greatest experiences I had ever had, floating in space and on the aircraft. And it was funny to me because a lot of the students got sick. They were sick. But I adjusted pretty well. So that was a great experience. I don't know, when you were zero G, were you in the water or were you in the air, Julie?
It was the 0G flight with Nova Space. So
Oh yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it
Floating
was.
and
I absolutely
once you get the swing of it, you're like, oh, okay. But that was one of my greatest moments, I would say, in NASA. That was fun. But I also say it was great meeting you, Ralph. We've developed a great relationship, and you and your students, bringing your international students to Human Exploration Rover. That's been a joy to me as well. So I would say I've had a lot of great moments. Of course, I've always been excited to see more women, more African Americans going into space. That's been a joy to me, and that was one of the things that I have worked on in my career. And during the years I was at NASA, trying to create opportunities for more women and minorities to be able to explore space. So I've had a lot of great times, but 50 years was enough. Even though I told myself, well, I could go more, because there are a couple of people at NASA headquarters that are still working there, and they have over 60 years at NASA. Can you imagine? 60 years at NASA. So yeah, it was a great ride, but some of those, meeting the students and meeting and working with astronauts and my own personal experiences. And one of the other great things I have to say was when I received my PhD. I had decided to get my PhD as a goal for one of my, for myself, but also I had promised my professor in undergrad school when I was recently entered college that I would get it. And I kept putting it off. And then when I started looking at retiring, I thought, oh, I better go do this. And so I went and pursued the PhD. And of course, I was in class with young people much younger than myself, but it worked out. I pursued. I would have to say many times I wanted to throw in the towel because it was challenging, but I hung in there and I got my PhD, I think in 19, I retired in 2024. I think I got mine in 2017. I got my PhD. Yeah. But that would be one of my messages to all of you, is that no matter what, there will be setbacks, but it's just a stepping stone towards your tomorrow's success. You're not going to always get what you want, but you take what you learn, you refine whatever you get from those learnings, and then you move and try again with greater strength. Every time somebody tried to knock me down, I said, nope, not happening. I get up, brush myself off, and move forward. So I would just say, just never give up on whatever your dreams are, because the world needs your imagination and your courage that you're showing just now in pursuing your exploration dreams with the International Institute there with Ralph and Cosmo and others. So that's what I would say about what I've experienced. What can I find out about these young people I'm looking at? Rocket, what's up?
Yeah, yes. Alotta, you are unstoppable. Yeah, look at her. She works in 60 years for NASA, and I believe when you see her now, she might need to start as a little tiny baby like Cosma.
No, but I did. Go ahead.
I have some questions to you. We have also to solve some small problems. But firstly, let us introduce the African side of that, what we have here. There is the rocket Pharaoh, Eugene Avimbo from Kenya. And then we have also inside Petra Mendes. So first, the girl is first. Petra, introduce yourself again for Alotta and say shortly what you are doing. There is Petra. Hello.
Hello. My name is Petra Mendes, and I am Angolan. I represent the school Maple Bear, CEPI Maple Bear in Angola.
Okay.
And I am a college counselor.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to create a bridge between the students and the program, the space program, because we have a lot of students who want to apply for. We had a lot of students studying right now at the Florida Tech University and a lot of university in a space camp. So the idea is to create a bridge between the school and the students, because we have a lot of medals. We win a lot of medals for international competition, but never related to the camps. Nothing related to space. So this is the first time in space. And I'm here to learn and see how can we bridge this bound for the students.
Yeah, so you say you have students that have been attending space camp, Petra?
No. They are studying right now at the universities.
Okay.
Doing space, yes. Some of them want to become an astronaut and things like that.
Oh, that's great. Yes. You're beautiful.
We try to find out if we can make a space camp or a launch experience with them all in the future, or the new rover challenge, what I want to promise you then. Okay, Petra, we got in contact about Dynamite, a former SpaceX member or employee. Now he works for Starlink in Africa. And it's a long story how I know Dynamite. We met us in India. And his friend and one of my first Indian students, she is now on the way to be an astronaut, and she works in Houston. I believe she's busy now because she's not in. But next is thank you for your short presentation. We will work together closely. Believe me, we will do that. And And with Alota, you have a strong woman in power, a colorful woman in power who can help you also if you have a question. This
Absolutely.
I think we can
Absolutely.
rise everything up. Yeah?
Absolutely. I will
So,
help wherever I can.
there is the rocket Pharao. He's waiting long. His name is Eugene Avimbo. He make a crazy story with students. Tell it by yourself. You have nice pictures. Show it into the camera, Eugene.
I hope you can see it clearly. So my name is Eugene Awibo, and I
And I
come
was
from
calling you Rocket. I was calling you Rocket because
Yes, that's it. So many people like to call me Rocket because apparently I'm the only guy building rockets here.
okay.
And yeah, basically what I do is that I started it as a hobby, and for some time I've been engaging students. I go to different schools where we build simple rockets from scratch and we launch them.
Okay.
And we have a number of restrictions here where we are not permitted to use combustion engines. Some, of course, when I started off, I used to build a lot of sugar rocket motors, and we have always had fun, building rockets from scratch. And
That's important.
And you can see several rockets going up,
Yes.
and everything made from scratch. So along the way, also thought probably I would bring in more inspiration by building rocket models, and always try to do my best in to make them as realistic as possible. So here I'm just going to show you a few pictures. So first of all,
Yes.
I'm going to show you what my vision is. I'm aiming to create a space park here, so that could probably jumpstart great interest in pursuing space exploration activities. Then here you can see, here is a 3-story tall, almost exact replica of a Starship.
Yes.
And it's got 33 engines at the back there. Then I'm sorry, I cannot share screen, so just.
That's okay. Yeah, I can see.
So so you have 5 of my students, and we are standing next to a 2.5 meter stage 2 of the Starship. We took this picture when it had not been painted or tiled, but right now a number of things have changed. And as you go down here, you can see there's the booster line at the back over there. Then there's
Yes.
the Starship stage 2 over there. So we usually stack it, and when it's stacked, it's around 3 stories high. And then I've got more models. Then there's that heavy launch system, or we have given it a very quick name yet. And these are models of the Orion capsule. So these are paper cuts that Mr. Rafekel over there sent me, and all we had to do is just cut them and join them. And over there you can see what our vision of the spacepark should look like, more or less.
Yes.
Space rockets, which should be, as realistic as possible. Yeah. So at the moment I'm working on creating a spacepark.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And so that, we are in Kenya, where we are in the equator, where, rocket launches could be much, much easier. Perfect location for rocket launches. Yeah, so we are currently working on the other project to create a cosmic park where the community can learn more about space exploration. And we are hoping to inspire as many people to take it up.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You look pretty young yourself.
I'm not young.
You
I'm
look
35
young.
now.
Huh?
I'm 35, yes.
Oh, you look younger.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Eugene. The rocket Pharao from Nairobi, Kenya, and in Africa. Some people call him the Elon Musk of Africa. Yeah. Okay, then Semi, and Sema, you are a professor in the Technical University of Istanbul. Your short presentation for Alota and the new partners here.
Hello to all and welcome, Alota. It's great to meet with.
Same here.
I'm from Turkey, Istanbul Technical University, where now approximately 36,000 students from various departments continue their education, and it is the 252nd year for the university's first establishment. So it is one of the like traditional and older universities in Turkey. I work in the Department of Architecture, and firstly, 2 years ago, we attended Human Exploration Rover Challenge with a group of students from mechanical engineer, aerospace engineer, and other engineering departments, as well as architecture. Even there are urban planners. So there's a variety in the departments that this competition had brought together and work together. And we benefited a lot from this peer learning process and project-based learning process and its motivation. Semih, the captain of our Bellatrix space team, is with us. And he will be leading the other students of the team, Bellatrix space team. That is one of the maybe 100 team in Istanbul Technical University. There are team even for permaculture or knitting or other technological layers. So Istanbul Technical University has been encouraging students to establish their own teams, and it was a great opportunity for us to attend the competition at NASA for 2 times with this eager, motivated student group.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sema. She taught us here in Leipzig. She was here 8 weeks ago and attended our first International Rover Challenge. So we call it real International Rover Challenge, and we made a try in the summer here in Leipzig. And the first big International Rover Challenge will start in Europe, in North Italy, on the Lake Garda, on the Garda Lake. Maybe this is a beautiful area. I show you then after that speech some pictures. We are working strongly to make the first International Rover Challenge in Garda Lake in North Italy. And I know now that we have 80,000 visitors there. 80,000 visitors, because this is we are eye catcher include of a huge bike festival where are 80,000 visitors. So so we have some students more here in our presentation.
And Sema, let me tell you, you look very young too. You look good too. Ralph got some good-looking young people working with him.
We need this.
Got some good-looking young people working with him. Yes.
Thank you so much. Likewise.
Yeah. She surprised us with AI solutions. So she showed us our kids and how to make a picture and to use a picture to make a 3D model from it and print it out. And now I have Jesko in this stall, my son, 11 years old son. And so everyone who is here and where we are going, this is a fruitable moment that everyone has a win after that. And this is nice. When you meet people and when you have a win for everyone, this is so beautiful. And and I'm so sad about the actual development, what is in Huntsville now, that they throw good teams out and deny their proposal. I don't know what has happened there, but we are going our own way. No? As you say, we are going with Artemis.
Yeah, we are going. Yeah,
we are going exactly.
And I think that's what's important, is that you don't let someone else deny your destiny. Is that you create your own and keep going forward. Yeah.
So we had a lot. Today we have in Germany the holiday. This is the
unity.
Day of the night. Yeah? So 35 years ago, I was on the barricades and fought for that what we have now, and nobody want to took it from me. This is not possible. Yeah, this is democracy. I sent you everyone after that. I translated my experience in that time, how we tear down the Berlin Wall as I was 20 years old, and I translated this into English, and I sent every one of you this essay. It has 15 pages. It is an amazing history, and I believe every American should read this also against him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yes,
To know what you can do
I agree.
to bring the government to the future. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we have students here who were witnesses by Artemis 1 launch. Thank you, Alotta, for the invitation, what you organized there. There is on a schedule Artemis 2 in the future. Maybe there is a new solution. And we have a student here who was with me by launch of a Starship. Firstly, Starship. So, Abraham, are you still there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, Abraham. You look nice, like a pilot.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tell us something about your experience with ESI, with Rover Challenge, and with Starship launch. Some minutes.
Yeah, of course. Let me quickly introduce so everyone can have a chance to talk. My name is Abraham. I'm 24 years old. I'm a mechatronics engineer by Tecnológico de Monterrey, Mexico. We met in the past, Dr. Laura. Maybe you recognize me or remember me as Mr. Vega by
Yes.
some emails. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I
And
remember. I was wondering if you were going to be a part of this. Yes, I remember you.
yes, and we are here. Of course, my journey. I didn't start at 15 years old or younger, as many people here that I'm very amazed by. My journey starts at 19 years old, actually. My teacher presented me to an opportunity to go to Germany with Ralph. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what will happen, but uh, he told me this on Monday. On Thursday, I was flying to Germany, like with no expectations, with no plan. I just took the first flight, and it was like, let's do it. We're part of the university. Here are some of my fellow friends and partners, Ian, Sebastian. They're also in the call. And we graduated a few years ago. Yeah, actually, like one or two in some cases. And we are right now building. I have a small presentation. Maybe you want to see it a little quickly.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. 1 second, please. Here. Share. Present. Full screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So this is some of the accomplishments we have done in the past. We won international hackathon with Acting in Space. This was made by the European Space Agency and the Institut Français and the Japanese Kansat competition also with Ian and Sebastian here present in the call. Uh, they participate in a program called the International Air and Space Program in Huntsville, actually, and so many other competitions. I'm formally an analog astronaut by title by the Lunaris Space Station in Poland. And like I said before, I was a student of the International Space Education Institute that for me was like the one that opens all these kind of doors. And we're right now working on something called the Genesis Coalition. And this is a network for people working on the future where we can connect with others, build projects in robotics, biotech, energy, space finance, and computing. And we have already some projects on development, and these are in collaboration with some governments, like the Mexican government, and other are private startups, and some more on the way. One is the Tlalocan. This is actually the first news and the first time we announced this publicly because we're working like in a secret and non-disclosure agreement with the government. But this is the first time we announced it publicly because we're going to build in Mexico the first analog research station for analog astronauts. So this is going to be a space habitat, but in Earth. And this is going to be the first in Hispanoamerica. So we're very excited to do that, and there are
Very
already
excited.
funding on the way. Yes, and we're working so hard on this. Also, Celestial Rift. This is more a entertainment studio for games, video games, and simulations, because we realize that many people our generation are really attracted to this, but what we're putting in is the mix of space education into it. So Ian and Cruz, maybe they want to say hi. They are also in this project. They are part of and founders of this coalition. So what we want to do is we have allies actually from so many countries right now: Colombia, Argentina, Germany, United States, Poland, and Mexico. And we have a place for everyone who wants to participate. And of course, so many public institutions in Mexico for government institutions. And we have a business model because, as you as a businesswoman, you know that everything is about business. So these are
Yeah.
businesses and startups, and the goal is to bring what we see in fiction and science fiction movies into real life. So that's like the main goal of the dream of this coalition, to take everything we see in movies. This is actually handmade by our artist. He's from Poland, Mashik. He's a great artist. And what we want to do is to take this into reality. And we're doing it with contracts, startups, and everything. So at the end of the day, everything's about business, but I think we are enjoying our little trip here. So what we want to do is to leave a mark on tomorrow's world and do it with all of you guys. So this is the Genesis Coalition.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sean.
So exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah, so Abraham
Thank you
is
so
a
much.
student who learns a lot and who learns fast and who is flexible to everything when the things around yourself changing. Yeah, I remember on a very interesting moment in Baghdad, but not Baghdad in Arabic area. Baghdad is an old city what was destroyed by a hurricane 200 years ago, and this is North Mexico, what is also South Texas, where the Starship launched. No?
Right.
Maybe you have some nice short stories for us. For what you arrived there. The biggest rocket in the world, you saw it launch.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. We remember we saw the Starship launch from the closest point possible in Mexico, in Tamaulipas. This is a kind of controversial city in Mexico, but we have so many stories that maybe we're not allowed to tell publicly. But we just want to say that they were kind of scary and amazing at the same time. Yeah, but it was amazing and so powerful, the launch of the Starship rocket.
Congratulations.
Okay, so when we are here on Starship rockets, thank you, Abraham. We will chat after this also again. So for our new projects, we have another student who was witnessed by a big rocket, by the NASA's biggest rocket after Saturn V. This is Artemis. We are going, and we were going 4 times to a launch attempt, and exactly on the 4th time it was possible. You need to fly 2 times from Europe to US, and from Mexico the students came also to Cape Canaveral, and on the first appointment it was possible, include the 6 hours or 12 hours pre-launch security and so on. Ian, tell me something about, or tell us something about you, what you're doing now, and what you were doing with us.
Okay, hello. Well, my name is Ian Doring. I am 22-year-old. I graduated like 1 year, 2 months ago from college. I am a mechatronic engineer. And
Congratulations.
as Abraham, thank you about that. Thank you, Ralph. And as Abraham mentioned, we've been working on certain projects from a while now, more than 5 years in the International Aerospace and Acting Space Hackathon, or in the Human Exploration Rover Challenge. I do have a big passion about aerospace engineering or aerospace industry in general. So I try to always make the most of these opportunities I get. Currently, I'm working in Stellantis, the car industry. I've been working here for a year now, and so I'm trying to expand my professional career and eventually look into something maybe more focused on aerospace career.
Wow. Okay, so you was with us a Cape Canaveral. It was an attempt, no? So you did not see
Yeah.
the launch of Artemis, but you seen a launch of a Starlink rocket.
Yeah, exactly. We missed the Artemis, but we got to see one amazing launch, so it was really great.
Okay,
Congratulations.
Happy to be there. Thank you.
Oh,
Lotta.
wow. Okay, so Ian, congratulations that you finished your college now. Nice. Now
Yes.
you are an engineer, yeah. And what is coming now?
Well, right now we're working on the Genesis Coalition program that Abraham just presented. This is a really interesting project we want to make because if we do it right, I think it can be something really big and we can have access to certain funds and labs to do really impressive stuff. We have the tools to make prototypes or to start working in it little by little. I think like with our skill sets combined, we can make the most out of this opportunity. So while
Wonderful.
working as my first or priority project, then on the second hand, and working some hours a week in it is the Genesis Coalition.
The Genesis. Okay, okay. Nice. So maybe also you can tell us after that a little bit more about this with Abraham. So we are through. Maybe Cosma, you was witness of the Artemis 1 launch. You are here now of that. So everyone who call himself Artemis educator or Artemis, so Cosma was there. And we have a space hotel on our campus. Yesterday was a man here who worked for the space agency in Germany, and he made the movie about Helga and Zohar. A lot of you know who is this, no?
No.
The first two female astronauts on Artemis.
Oh, that's
The
great.
dummies.
Helga and Zohar, no? And this
That's
man was
wonderful.
bringing his daughter here to Leipzig. She wanted to study, and he said, "Oh, whoa, what you have here? This is from space." I say, "Yes, we are from space." And he told me that he is the movie maker about Helga and Zohar. For
Oh, that's great.
PLR. so close is the world. Cosma, do you have some? Also, I can play a video, but tell us about your experience on Banana Creek. About after the invitation from Alotta to the Banana Creek Tribune of Artemis 1.
Yes, thank you very much. So I remember we went to Banana Creek in August 2022 because that was the first big launch attempt, and we flew over there and we met my good friend Abraham that just introduced himself, also Ian and Cruz. They attended the call, but some left already. And we were preparing for seeing this huge rocket, at this point of time, the biggest rocket that I've ever seen, launch. And sadly, on this attempt, the attempt was scrapped 2 times. And we had to fly back. But as Ian was describing, we saw a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch, which was great as well. But we came later in, I think it was November the same year, again into the US. Before there was actually a second attempt, and we were like some seconds before booking our flight tickets to go to the USA, but then a big hurricane was announced and the attempt was scrapped again. So we were between booking our flights and staying at home. At the end, it was a good decision to wait because the launch was scrapped again. But in November, we went to, that's the presentation that I once created. Thank you, Ralph. We went to the second attempt all together again and prepared, and the attempt was not really scrapped, but it was put to another date, like another time. We had to wait for another day, and then it was gladly the rocket launched. It was in the middle of the night, and it felt like the sun was rising like at the morning, because the light on the sky was so bright as the rocket boosters were pushing the rocket into the sky. Yeah, you can see a little GIF of some long-term photos that Ralph took from the SpaceX rocket. But I also made a little video about the launch of the Artemis. I think a lot of students or the students I know that watched this launch of the Artemis had some water in their eyes, because it really felt amazing, as you also felt the rocket and the sound waves really vibrating on your skin. And I can't imagine how a Starship launch must felt, because I haven't had the pleasure yet to see a Starship launch, but I can tell, as it has way more thrust, that it is a bigger experience.
Yes.
And wait, what I wanted to say, I think you all watched the new release of the astronauts that are going to fly to the moon on Artemis 2. They were freshly released, and I just wanted to recognize or to say that there are 6 women on the team of 10
Yeah.
people. So the
Yeah.
women's first time in history outnumber the men, which
Yeah.
I think is a great sign for woman power.
Yes. I agree.
Yes, and I'm so happy to meet you, Julie. I hope we can exchange and stay in contact, because I really admire your journey so far. I haven't had the pleasure to make a zero-G flight, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I think we have the same goals and can push each other's boundaries, as you said in your presentation.
I agree.
Thank you. I would absolutely like to, and I think that you will experience it, because thanks to your goal, it's something that is like, the must-have.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Julie, maybe we have a surprise for you and for all who are now here into this video chat. And on Sunday, we make another video chat. So some people have time today, some people on Sunday, and so on. Alotta, what do you think? What are the chances for those kids to get another invitation for the Banana Creek for Artemis 2? What do you think?
Well, I spoke with a colleague of mine on yesterday, and we know that Artemis 2 is right now scheduled for April 2026. But given all of the situation going on in the space program in the country right now, it's probably going to be delayed. But I think the chances are probably going to be very good. And I've asked my colleague to, make sure that we make this happen. So I'll be working with you to do that.
Okay, so the conditions are different than 3 years ago. So we need to collect all the passport copies and the names and so on, so on.
Absolutely.
Long time before, I think 4 or 3 months before, for the national security and so on.
Right.
And, but I will do my best. Since 20 years, we make international flights with student groups, sometimes with 40 students around the world, to launches, to trainings, or to field trips around 3 or 4 NASA centers, also to Russia, as it was possible. Give me a hint, and we do it, or send me a Excel file that you can fill it out. And we will collect students like them, what we have here, include their teacher to guide them, so that we have an experience for them, and then we are going.
Yeah, yes. It's exciting, yeah.
So
Artemis 2, as you know, will be the first humans to fly on Artemis. So that's going to be exciting, testing those capabilities and so forth and so on. But yeah, that's going to be I think four astronauts flying.
Okay, this is a boomerang flight like Apollo 8 around the moon and back, no?
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of like that experimental. Yes, testing
Okay.
the capabilities and so forth.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I was with some of my students by a lot of space shuttle launches and also this unmanned Artemis launch and unmanned SpaceX launches and so on. But a man-rated launch is a totally different than a launch with cargo only. No?
Right.
The people start to sing hallelujah before the launch is, they pray and so on. And yeah, I was in the return to flight invited with my E1, my wife. This was from organized by JESCO in 2005. The first shuttle launch after the disaster with Columbia. So there is a lot of feelings inside, a lot of emotions, and
Yeah.
I definitely want to see that. It's also a signal for the people, a signal for the world. We are going. It's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's the first crewed mission of the Artemis that will test the Orion spacecraft system in deep space. 4 astronauts around the moon and back. 3 Americans, 1 Canadian.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah. Okay. So, also, we are the institution who made Interpass the most student tours around the world in front of rocket launches. It is not easy to follow rocket scraps and to see a successful launch, but we are going, and I believe in 2026 we will make 2 rides, 2 tours, one to Artemis 2 and one to a Starship launch, maybe the 12 or the 13. I want to have a catch. I can show you a video of the last catch or the first catch, what we saw in the past. This is an unmanned test flight. And if you want to see it, I will share a short video with you now that you know from what I tell. I was with my son Jesco and with our second director 3 kilometers far from the launch pad. This is not possible with by Artemis because we were sitting in North Mexico. So this is the closest point where you can go. And let me share a short video of this launch. So one moment. Okay. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I hope that you can hear it also. Then let's launch.
Wow.
There is no noise now because this is the distance.
Yeah, it's okay.
And the noise comes later, but the rocket is faster than the noise then. But now you will hear the noise. Moment. These are different angles of cameras. So it's starting and comes back now. Wait for the boom. See the woman, the red woman in red on the right hand side. She falls down now.
I don't know why I can't see the video.
You can see the video?
Yeah, for some reasons I can't see it. But it's okay. I think I've watched it before.
Okay,
several
okay,
times.
okay.
Yeah.
All other can
yes.
see it, yeah?
I've
Okay.
watched it probably 1,000 times. I'm obsessed.
Okay.
The video disappeared for some seconds.
Okay, disappeared for some seconds. Maybe then this is a transmission. Okay, I will send you the link to the video or maybe the file, and then it will be working. So these are my recordings for our students to motivate them. I believe, Julie, when you see this, your dream to be an astronaut become more higher. And when you see the Artemis launch, that you know there are people inside. Because Starship, I don't want to trust it as sitting inside now. but Artemis is a safe rocket. When she sent up Soha and Helga, also two dolls in the Orion capsule up and down, and they went very far behind the moon. That moon and Earth were in the same size in the camera, and then came back with impossible speed into the atmosphere, and everything went well. So this is a big thank to the NASA engineers who do it. And I know some people who work on it, on these problems in Huntsville, Alabama, and a lot of, yeah, you know this. You was also.
Ralph, I can't hear you too well now.
You cannot hear me.
Very little.
Better so. Here's the microphone now.
I don't know what happened.
I can hear you fine. On my side, it's good.
Okay, okay.
I can hear you as well.
Okay.
I can hear you perfectly.
Me too.
Alotta, can you hear me also?
I can barely hear you.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. So this is what we are doing, what we want to do. And so we will have in the next year 2 travels, 2 rocket launches. And there comes a very new thing. The pandemic makes it impossible that we work together with international teams on our ground, because the scariness of parents to send their students to the far becomes higher and higher with the political situation in the world. So that is why we invite for a summer camp, for a holiday camp, students from the Europe to our place. We make short programs but intensive programs to give them an idea of space, only 1 week, and then we select them so that we see who is strong enough to be an engineer or a space astronaut. The second thing is that we try to start an International Rover challenge here in Europe, and then we are going on the road with that. Every weekend in another city will be a city challenge to win students, to make them better and proper for national challenges and for international challenges. And with the international challenge, we move then from Europe to India, to North and South America and to Africa, that everyone who want to participate don't need to pay so much costs for the flight with the teams. So Sema and Ian, you know how many is the costs when you fly to US, when you have the border patrol, when you need to prove your rover on the airplane and so on. So this is a very high and strange logistic. So that's why we are coming to the homes of the students, and every 5 years there will be a round duration around the world that we are on every continent, so that the students who have not the possibility to collect that money for their travel, they can also come to us and can make the challenge. So Eugene, I believe and I hope that in the future your rocket garden will be the place of activity of the African Rover Challenge in Nairobi. Then Abraham, I believe that Cuernavaca or Monterrey or Querétaro will be a very nice place to make the Latin American Challenge, and so on, so on. So we are going to the people, and nobody must make an engineer's degree or a proposal to apply themselves or to apply their team for that challenge, because we want to make a challenge. A challenge is like an Olympic game. No swimmer need to make engineer's degree before he go into the water. He simply spring into the water, and he swim, and he show who is better. This is what we want to do now in our next 20 years. Alota, I hope you agree with that. It is since 2020, it is a crazy thing to send a proposal to the judges at the Herc. I can't believe that these are NASA engineers, but because there is no help, there is no guideline how to make a proposal. They only say after that you are wrong or you are good, and nobody knows why. And in our mind, in our view, this is not a challenge, this is a selection, but not transparent. So that's why we want to leave that behind us. We made 3 world championships at the NASA Rover Challenge. We had 46 rovers there. We had 26 teams there. We grow the international challenge completely. And so let us go forward, unbeatable, unstoppable. And the one and only border is maybe the end of our universe. So that we give students like you who are now here inside a chance, and we are hoping that they take this package on the back and go forward and show to the other people what is possible when you have a strong will to do that. Yeah, Julie, I see you smile.
Like, I'm absolutely amazed. Like, imagine that you're 15 years old and somebody tell you that.
Yeah, this is correct. So don't let you stop. But when you want to make space, so here's somebody coming. One moment. Okay, Alota is coming again. So let us wait a moment. Alota, can you hear us again? Yeah, Alota, hello. I believe she will come in again. So when you have a goal, so
I am here.
Okay. I wanted to tell Jesper's words to Julie now. Don't go the easy way.
Right.
And go the hard way. Yeah, go the hard way. Space flight is like a roller coaster. You have high levels and you have low levels. Don't make yourself unhappy when you are in a low level. It is so. When you want to go to the mountain, you have the the Malafatra and the Big Tatra in your country, maybe in Slovakia, you need to go to the hill, you need to go to the upper stage, and then comes a valley, and then you go to a higher stage. Always, when you go to the world, when you go to the life, and when you make space flight, you have a valley and a mountain. Don't be unhappy when you are in a valley. Go on, jump inside and swim. Yeah.
Yes.
But you must know teamwork is the most important core value. You cannot fly alone as an astronaut to the moon. You need to have 400,000 people who builds the rocket, who makes the spacesuit, who calculates the track, and so on, so on. You need to work in a team. So this is one of the core value of NASA: teamwork, integrity, safety, mission success. And what is missing? Yeah, Cosma, what is missing? Nakon? Teamwork,
Safety, excellence,
integrity. All this together makes mission success.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be an excellent astronaut or an excellent individual when you have no team, when you cannot make teamwork. You will sit alone, not in a rocket, you will sit outside. Yeah. You can make a lot of integrity. Yeah, in 100% integrity is also possible when you sit in a pub and drink beer. So you need to make integrity with teamwork. Yeah, with people together. Decide what you do, and don't decide that you make a break. Decide that you work hard. Yeah, this is the goal. Yeah, the excellent. Okay, here's a cat in the back.
It's my daughter.
Okay, where's she? Show her. Hello, where are you?
She's run back to the mother.
Sure, she ran away. Okay. What is her name?
Her name is Akinyi.
Aki. Should we call Aki altogether?
Avril Akinyi.
Okay, Akini.
Yes.
Okay.
She was born in the morning, so Akinyi means a lady born in the morning.
Okay, like Zaya, like the rising sun, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, this is the name of the main module of the ISS. Zaya, yeah, it's the same name in Russian. This is the rising sun in the morning, yeah.
Wow,
Perfect, yeah. Julie, you know what is the name Zaya? No? This is the word is similar to Czech. Is this correct?
Can you say it again?
Rising sun, Zaya. Can you understand this?
Zaya. We have like Zapad.
Zapad. Okay, this is the south, no? Okay.
Yeah, that's this. Sunset.
Okay, yeah. I can speak and understand a little bit Russian since I was active in Star City and so on. Okay, but Zapad is the word in Czech for south. Okay, this is this is Slovenian, or this is a Russian or Eastern language. No? Okay, nice. So, are there some reports or some ideas? Do you have anything to say? So we are now here since 3 hours and 13 minutes. It's a long session what we had here. At the end, yeah.
I was going to say I've got to get off, but I just want to say in closing that space exploration is not an easy field, as we know. And every great mission that we celebrate began with more failures and rejections than successors. It's what matters is that you dare to imagine and keep going. You keep believing, never stop, because your courage, your imagination, and your persistence will pay off. When you think about it, I don't know how many people have heard of the Wright brothers. In space exploration, you probably have the Wright brothers. They weren't even college educated, but they were the first to create a flight, the airplane. So I mean, we're here because of the Wright brothers and their beliefs in themselves and their abilities. And I see I'm looking at Jesco's picture up there. He believed in space exploration, and he never turned away even when people tried to reject him. So because of him, you are you, and Ralph is there with you, creating your futures. And I know that we have instructors here and we have students here. So I just say keep going, because you still are all leaders who will shape how humanity reaches for the stars in the future. So keep going and never give up. That's what I have to say. I'm very happy for you, very proud of all of you, and I wish you continued success. And I hope to meet some of you soon.
Thank you, Alada.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
Alada.
much. Maybe one last thing I want to say, because I also have to get off the call soon. But a sentence that you told me or us in a call before that lingers still in my ear, especially in the last time. You said, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail.
Exactly.
And in the in the past times, it was lingering to me, and I was preparing for all the projects that I am right now doing, and I just wanted to give it to you all, and also for the coming projects of the own rover challenge that Ralph and the International Space Education Institute is going to create. Preparation is everything. And one last thing, Julie, you're 15 years old, which is impressive. And I
Yes.
remember from the Artemis experience that I had, I was as old as you as I experienced it. I was 15 years old. Just wanted to acknowledge that, because starting at a young age is always amazing. I'm not saying that you cannot, like, what I want to say, sorry, age isn't the limit, as a lot of as you showed us with making your if I correct, the PhD in 2017.
Yes.
Yeah, as Abraham also starting at 19 and has masterclassed so many fields of challenges and businesses, and it's never too late to learn, and it's always important to keep learning.
Absolutely. Very important.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Alota, you give me hope that I can make my PhD soon.
All you have to do is put in the work. Put in the
Okay.
work.
Yeah, okay. So you give me the idea to do that, no? And I have a lot of years to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I believe that when I guide the students around the world, I will not have the time to write the papers about that, but I will try. And then after this call, I send you my experience about the German unification, what was 35 years ago, a very important time as we tear down the Berlin Wall, the jail in what we were, and now everything is stopless, limitless,
Exactly.
and so on. Yeah. At the end, I have a short video for you what Cosma made with us in the past weeks about our campus, about what we have here. For you who don't know this, maybe Julie and the friends from Turkey and also Petra, watch what we have and send me your passports, your valid passports. They should be valid minimum until the end of the next year, that we can start the process for Artemis 2, that you can see future, that you can going. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Alota, thank you for your time.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure, and I look forward to future opportunities to engage.
Yeah.
Good luck, everyone.
should we continue in those calls in the future? Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Okay. Then we will do it. We will make it weekly.
No, don't make it weekly.
No. You just must not join us weekly, but every 2 months or so. This is also fine.
Okay, that'll be fair. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we have to decide some. Yeah.
Keep up the good work and good luck to everyone. Wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Bye.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
How I can make this here, I don't know.
Bye bye.
Okay, so you see my shared screen. I will start it. I hope the problems with the noise will not be now. So let us introduce to our campus, and Cosma, you speak now in this video. Enjoy.
Hello, I'm Cosma. I'm in Leipzig, Germany right now, in front of the headquarters of the Space Education Institute. Join me. And this is our reception. It's where our guests are checked in. Hi, Mom. Hello, how are you? Come with me. This is our room of awards. If you turn around, all over the walls, you can see our prizes or awards that we won over the last 20 years. And this is our mentor, Jesko von Puttkammer.
Jesko von Puttkammer was the founding director of the ISS and worked 40 years for NASA from Apollo times.
Being here today to celebrate the life of Jesko von Puttkammer, as you can see from the pictures, it's a life well lived and life not long enough. Jesko was born in 1933 in Leipzig, Germany, southwest of Berlin. He grew up during the Great War, watching the world tear itself apart. In those terrible times, he was inspired by a vision of what life held for the future, a destiny that he forged for himself, a life dedicated to human spaceflight. And we, the people from around the world, from Russia to Germany to America, are better off because of this life.
Jesko von Puttkammer was also the founding director of our Space Education Institute in 2005. Now our school has his name.
And this is our most important thing in our house. This is new, and this is our Hall of Fame. Here you can see every Moonbuggy that we built since the birth of International Space Education Institute. This is our first world champion, which is followed by the second world champion, followed by our third world champion. And these rovers I've been driving the last years as a pilot. And here you can see the Indian rovers. And over here we have all of our awards, also the award of our last championship title. I'm in front of our campus right now, and as you can see, our facade is full of solar panels, reminding of the International Space Station in memorial of our founder, Jesko von Puttkammer. Next to it, we have several places to have a seat, to have a nice breakfast, and now come with me and I'll show you the rocket garden. This rocket is not only a rocket, but also a sundial, so you can see when it's time for lunch. Over here, we also have a pool, a lander, and a trampoline. So let's go over the next rocket. So this is the headquarters of the International Space Education Institute. And now we're planning to make Rover Challenge in every city, in every country around the world, and also in your country. And now I'm going to show you our workshop. This is our assembly hall. Here we have, for example, fixing tires that are flat or broken suspensions. Join me. The next room is our machine shop. This is where drills or grinders or any type of machines are placed. And for example, we have to fix this problem next. That's a broken suspension. Welcome to our CAD room. In this room, we are designing 3D models. Yes, so what are you doing right now? I'm doing a wheel for a Rover.
Okay, show me.
Oh. And if the 3D model is finished, our idea can be directly printed out on our 3D printers. The show must go on, so let's join me to the presentation hall. Next to me, there are our small electrical vehicles with which you can test and train. And now I want to show you our champions. This is Calypso. He is our first place winner in 2019. He finished the race at 50 years of Apollo. And this is where you will get your award.
Okay, thank you, Cosma, for this small presentation. Did you see? Did you hear everything? It was fine.
Yes, it was all clear.
It was video
Yes, it was.
Video conference. Okay. Yeah, Julie, you see, this is 2 hours far from you, not more. No? I was also a lot of times in Prague in the 1990s, and I believe it is time to come back. Now we have a autobahn between Leipzig and Prague, so why we don't meet us in the future next. No? So in Germany is holiday now, so maybe if there is time, we can come down, or what else? No? I see I forgot Sebastian. Sebastian, you are also with us here. Yeah. Can you hear us? Are you there again? Then type on your microphone and your video. Sebastian Cruz, hello.
Hello, Ralph. I think he's working. Well, we in Mexico are in the labor time. So, I mean, he's working. I think he's at home office, but if he can answer, it's because he's in a call, probably, or something like that. I am working as well, but I
Okay, now he comes from Mexico. Okay, that's fine. Then, so I made a recording, and I will share this then. Yeah?
Okay, I want to take the possibility to say goodbye. I have to leave now. So I wish everyone a great day, and I hope we will see each other in this call again.
Okay. So thank you, Cosma. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So we have it in Germany now 9:30 in the evening. The same as in Prague. And I believe, what is the time change to Istanbul?
It's
It's 3 years. Yeah, it's 3 hours.
10, no? Okay, then it's 1 hour. No?
Yes.
Okay. So our Indian partner, he is now in Australia at the International Aeronautic Congress, what is now this year in Australia. We will get his report soon. Maybe he is with us on Sunday. Our next session will be on Sunday. You can send me the possible time what you have. For the Indian or Asian partners, it is better when we move the time a little bit earlier, because they have now after midnight. So for them, it's hard to join our video call. But for a lot, it is now coffee time. So this is early afternoon. So when you work in a lot of time zones, it is not easy to find a video call together. So maybe let us launch on Sunday a little bit earlier, around about 12 o'clock or so. 12 o'clock UTC. When we speak about a time, then we speak about UTC. This is the official time what is on the space station ISS, and so we can live this also. Send me a message by WhatsApp is best. I will create a WhatsApp group now about this video call, and I hope we will grow it quick. Do you have WhatsApp, Julie?
At Sunday, I have time, but I will have to leave at 4 p.m. in our time. So I think 2 p.m.
Okay.
in the UTC.
So when we start at noon and around 12 o'clock, plus minus, what else? So I believe this is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So then we have also more and other partners who else joins this and have time. He's invited again or she to join us again to give everyone a chance. And okay. But the question was, you have WhatsApp?
I have what?
WhatsApp on your phone?
The messaging
WhatsApp.
app on your phone, WhatsApp.
Yeah, I have.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I travel around the world, I cannot read any email also with a lot of content, but WhatsApp is the best thing then. Huh?
Okay, I will send you my number through the Facebook.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, hopefully we have in the future also some astronauts and some women and color astronauts with us here together. So Alotta is working. You motivated her a lot, and she know all them, so she can invite them to us. And see you in the future. And I wish you a pleasant weekend. And thank you for your joining us.
Thank you all. It's been
Thank
a
you so
pleasure.
much for all. Hope to keep in
Thank
touch.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sunday.
Goodbye.
Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. It was really
Bye,
nice to
thank
meet
you
you.
so
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.